Hello, Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Here is Naveed'S Saito. As you know, due to this pandemic disease, coronavirus, which has overcome the whole country, we are going to start this online classes process. That's why today I am here before you in order to teach you the metric class students. Particularly I am talking to the metric class students. Here I am going to explain the first poem of reading text 1, metric class, whose name is The Voice of God. Reading text 1, poem number 1, The Voice of God. It is written by Louis I. Newman. You know very well Louis I. Newman. Here is the name Louis I. Newman. I, what is the full form of I? In your textbook you will find there is written Louis I. Newman, but not only the word I stands for a word. That is Israel. I-S-R-E-L-E-A-L, it's the spelling. Louis Israel Newman, that is the full name of this poet, who was born in Providence, Rhode Island in USA in 1893. Whenever he was born in 1893, all of you must be remembered. This poem brings out religious bent of mind of the poet. Most of the poetry composed by Louis I. Newman, that is based on religious subjects. So this poem is also diverted to the religion. What is the theme of this poem and how many are stanzas including this poem? Only one stanza. This poem consists of only one stanza, that is I have written here. And what about the poem? What about the poet? I have written here The Voice of God, composed by Louis I. Newman, who was born in 1893, died in 1972. Here are the main points about the poem. Main point. This poem is written by Louis I. Newman. It starts from this first line. Who is the writer of this poem? It means Louis I. Newman. We must keep in our mind. Number 2 point. Louis I. Newman was born in 1893 at Providence, Rhode Island in USA. USA stands for United States of America. Number 3 point. The poet has religious bent of mind. The poet has religious bent of mind. Bent word. Here is the B-E-N-T. Bent means inclination, diversion. Bent means inclination and diversion. Into Sindhi, man lado, rukh, शायर जो ज़हन जो जेको रुख हुयो, लाड़ो हुयो, जॾहिं बि उहो शाइरी कंदो हुयो, उहो मज़हबी कंदो हुयो. तंहिंजे करे बेंट ऑफ माइंड हिते वर्ड लिखियल आहे. मतिलबु त हीउ शाइर मज़हबी लाड़े ॾांहुं रखे पियो ज़हन. Number 4 point, he received his education in Rhode Island and educated at Brown University. He Brown University में हिन तालीम हासिल कई. रोड आइलैंड नेम ऑफ टाउन आहे, उते पढ़ियो, तालीम उते शुरूआती हासिल कई ऐं यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ियो. ब्राउन यूनिवर्सिटी जो नालो आहे. उन खां पोइ नंबर 5 पॉइंट आहे, he received his doctorate degree. Here is the word doctorate. What does it mean? Doctorate means he did PhD. He was a scholar. He was doctor in philosophy. Doctorate. Here is the degree classes. As you are the students of metric class, after that you will be in first year. Next year you will be inshallah in first year, and after that intermediate. In the similar way the classes are going up, and master, bachelor, master, and after that doctorate means PhD. And he lectured at the University of Columbia. He was a lecturer. He also lectured at the University of Columbia. Now I am coming back to the first line of the poem, or the starts from this text 1. This poem is written by Louis I. Newman. This sentence is in the structure of passive voice. All of you must be remembered. This is the sentence related to passive voice, because here is the helping verb written. We can say also it is the to be verb of present tense. Is, you know about the to be verbs of present tense, is, am, are. These only 3 verbs are known as the to be verbs of present tense, and these are used in passive voice. How it is in the passive voice? Because after is, am, are, you will find here is written third form, means past participle. Here is not written writing. Here is not written writing, but here is instead of writing, written. As usual, you know, in present continuous, is, am, are also the helping verbs of present continuous. So whenever we are talking about the present continuous, you know, continuous tense or progressive tense also are used with ing form, means present participle. Continuous tenses, whenever we talk about continuous tenses or progressive tenses, you must mind only one word, that is the fourth form of verb or ing form, present participle. Similarly, here is not present participle, that is why it is written in passive voice. Whenever you will find is, am, are, or was, were, even was, were. Was, were are also the to be verbs are past tense, simple past tense. Similarly, as the is, am, are the to be verbs are present tense. With is, am, are and was, were. Whenever you find a sentence written with third form instead of ing form, you get it soon that this sentence belongs to passive voice, but not it is active voice. If it may be active voice, then there must be ing form in the sentence, but here is not ing form. What will be the active voice of this sentence? That is a very important question. It is written passive voice. This poem is written by Louis I. Newman. How we have to convert into active voice? You know, by Louis I. Newman. This is the format. Louis I. Newman. Here is the object of the sentence. Object will be in the place of subject. Means it will be placed on the this poem word. Louis I. Newman. I should write down here. Here I am going to convert it into passive voice. Louis I. Newman writes, first form present tense, writes this poem. This is active voice. Now, when you consider it, this poem, it is the structure. Here is subject. In active voice, what is the format of subject? What is the format of sentence? Subject, after that verb, after that object. This is the analysis of subject sentence. Subject, verb, object. Now it is the active voice format. When we convert it into the passive voice, this object will be the subject of sentence. Similarly, here is this poem is on the place of subject. Present tense, writes. The verb is writes. When you will find the verb writes, first form of verb, you have to convert it into the third form. But before converting to third form, we must put the to be verb of tense. Present tense, to be verb is, am, are. What will be the, here is the subject singular. This poem, here is not these poems. This poem is singular, that is why we have to write down is. Here is written this poem is. After that third form, past participle. Third forms are known as past participle, we must remember. Written after that preposition by and subject will be converted into object. Louis I. Newman. This is on the place of object. That is why it is the sentence which belongs to present passive voice and present tense. Now I am coming to the number 6 point. Louis I. Newman died in 1972. All of you must remember, whenever Louis I. Newman was born, whenever he died. These things must be remembered for the MCQs in annual examination. Now this is the exercise. You will find these 3 questions in your textbook of exercise. Why did Arthur climb the steeple? Why did God tell him to go down again? What does this line mean? I dwell among the people. Now I am coming to the first stanza of the poem, and after that I will reply these questions. I sought to hear the voice of God. This is the first line. And I climbed the topmost steeple, but God declared, go down again. I dwell among the people. This is the poem. This is very simple and very brief poem. Very short poem, only consists of one stanza. I sought to hear the voice of God. This is the one line. Now this line should be also converted into passive voice. This line we can also convert into passive voice. How we can convert into passive voice? Here I should write and I should remove something. I hope that you will note it, or you would have noted it. Here is the structure. To hear the voice of God, it is infinitive. I sought. Sought is the second form of seek. It is the past tense. Seek, and third form is also sought. I sought to hear the voice of God. Passive voice, how it can be? This is the irregular form of passive voice. I sought, and the object of sentence you must bring forward, the voice of God. After that, to hear can be converted into to be heard, means passive voice. To be heard. This kind of sentence, whenever you will find an infinitive in a sentence, you have to convert passive voice of infinitive but not the another sentence. I sought the voice of God to be heard. Here is the this format, number one. After that, you can also put down here for preposition as well. If you neglect the for, there is no problem. I sought the voice of God must be brought forward. After that, to be heard. This is the sign of passive voice. Similarly, there are so many sentences in which you will find infinitives like this. I want to write a letter. Here is, I am going to convert it into passive voice. I want a letter. After that, to write must be to be written, convert into to be written, that is the passive voice. I want a letter to be written. This is very simple format of passive voice. Otherwise, a few people also can convert it into irregular way. A letter is wanted to be written by me. That is awkward and clumsy. That is not acceptable. Acceptable way of to convert a sentence in which you will find infinitive. You have to convert only infinitive into passive voice. Like this, to be written. Like this, to be heard. Similarly, now I am coming to the second line, but first line, the translation of first line into Sindhi. मां खुदा जी आवाज़ ॿुधण जी तलाश में निकतसि. I sought to hear the voice of God. जो मतिलबु आहे मां ख़ुदा जे आवाज़ ॿुधण जी तलाश में निकतमि. And I climbed the topmost steeple. ऐं उन खां पोइ मां मंदर जी ऊची चोटीअ ते चढ़ी वियमि. आवाज़ ॿुधण जे लाइ शाइर हिकिड़ी हमाकती ॻाल्हि थो करे, बेवकूफ़ी वारो कमु थो करे, त मां मंदर जी चोटीअ ते वञा त मतां उते ख़ुदा जो आवाज़ ॿुधी सघां. But God declared, go down again. Here is the adverbial phrase. Because after verb go, you look down. After down there is again. Down is preposition, again is preposition, but not in this sentence. In this sentence, here is down, adverb of place. Go down, हेठि लही वञ. खुदा ताला ऐलान कयो, declared कयो, announced कयो. Declared means announced, ordered, commanded. Go down, हेठि लही वञ. Again bear. Down again, ॿई again down खे qualify थो करे, down verb खे qualify थो करे या modify थो करे. तंहिंजे करे ॿई इहे adverb आहिनि, adverb खे modify थो करे. जेकॾहिं हिननि जे हेठां भरिसां को noun हुजे हा त पोइ असां हिननि खे preposition चऊं. Go down the stairs. ॾाकण तां हेठि लही वञ. Stairs noun आहे, STAIRS. तंहिंजे करे हिन खे असां ग्रामेटिकली बि सम्झंदासीं हिन सेंटेंस खे. पर ख़ुदा ताला ऐलान कयो, ख़ुदा ताला हुकुम कयो, हेठि लही वञ बीहर. वर्ड जेको बीहर आहे, इट मीन्स दिस इज द एक्ट ऑफ folly. You are trying to listen my voice, God said, on the top of the steeple. Top of the steeple means tallest part of the steeple. मंदिर जी ऊची चोटी, टॉप मोस्ट माना tallest. ये जेको टॉप मोस्ट वर्ड आहे इहो सुपरलेटिव डिग्री आहे टॉप जो. टॉप एडजेक्टिव आहे, हिन जो सुपरलेटिव आहे टॉप मोस्ट. हाणे चऊं था गो डाउन अगेन थी वियो, माना लही वञ बीहर, न चढ़जां. एडवर्ब ऑफ प्लेस, अगेन बि एडवर्ब ऑफ प्लेस. लास्ट लाइन, आई ड्वेल अमंग द पीपल. गॉड सेड आई ड्वेल अमंग द पीपल. मां माण्हुनि जे दरमियान रहंदो आहियां, ख़ुदा ताला फरमाए थो. It means we should not try to find God on the topmost places. We should not find God here and there, but God lives ourselves. Means as in the Holy Quran, Allah Almighty has said, I am nearer to you than your wings of soul. मां तव्हां जे साह जी रग खां वधीक तव्हां खां वेझो आहियां, ख़ुदा ताला फरमाए थो. खुदा ताला फरमाए तो कुरान पाक में मां तव्हांखे तव्हांजी साह जी रग खां वेझो आहियां त पोइ तव्हां मूंखे हर हंधि जॻह हर ॿी जॻह ते न ॻोल्हियो. You should find me into human beings. It means to serve humanity is the best worship. When we serve humanity, we find Almighty Allah. Almighty Allah is nearer even the nails, from the nails. Similarly, the theme of this poem is God is omnipotent. What is the theme of this poem? We must remember, God is omnipotent. इहो हिन poem जो theme आहे. Summary में कमु ईंदो, central idea में कमु ईंदो. Central idea आहे God is present everywhere. We should help the poor. We should serve the humanity. This is the theme and central idea of this poem. So now, this was all about introduction and explanation about the reading text one, and I hope you will wait for my next lecture. Inshallah, I will carry on my lecture process, and this process is going on due to, I remind once again you, on the corona disease, which is widespread and which is deadly. So see you in the next lecture. Inshallah. Goodbye.